And here we are. Alright, welcome back to the video. We are here for the second Shop Qualifier in San Diego. The first one actually for me, because I was actually supposed to go to the Tabletop Tavern, but Shop Qualifier, which was the first one in San Diego, but unfortunately I was busy. I was in Torrance for SoCal Idol Fest. But yeah, this time around we are going to be playing a lot of different qualifiers going around Southern California, and this one is going to be specifically a lot of San Diego people, and then maybe some other people that pop up from OC and LA. We'll still see what happens over there, but we're gonna see. I've been waiting for this Shop Qualifier for a while. It got postponed, of course, due to Hurricane Hillary last week, but this time around I'm gonna go see if we can take it, and yeah, we'll definitely give some updates while we go through. We'll see you then. All right, we're here at Invasion Toys. Yeah, pretty lively thing too. We possibly might get 2 invites. We're gonna see definitely how many player spaces out there. But yeah, pretty thoroughly lively crowd. Really excited to see the best out of the San Diego community, and really excited to go see this too as well. We're gonna go round by round as usual, and definitely see if we can also showcase some people within this too. I'd love to go definitely showcase some of the first stuff within this community here in the store. And yeah, we'll definitely see you all in a bit. We'll see you all when everyone's over. All right, unfortunately the rounds actually went quicker than expected between rounds. I think all of my rounds actually was the last player playing on that too as well. But I'll give it a bit of a recap. It's basically the end of round 3, but then I have the bye in round 4. First round I basically played against Dragoncraft. That one I basically had a pretty good survival game overall. I think the big issue was I was not getting a lot of my storm pieces off. I got a lot of my thorough control pieces, which was pretty good overall. And at one point I went from 1-11, and I actually had, if my opponent didn't have Forte or I think one more storm piece, then I would actually have won the game on that, because I had pretty much my lethal, I had my Storm Dragon in hand, and such. But yeah, that was the first round for my end. Second round for myself, I played against Forestcraft, basically playing a bit more, not really as control, playing a bit more of the mid-range build to go pop off later, to pop off in the late turns. What basically happened on that was within the mid game, I pretty much had a thorough push tactic until I realized that actually kind of backfired on this, because I got pretty much pressured in the late game, and my opponent actually had a lethal on me for 1 turn with the amount of Thorn Burst in the EX area. But yeah, pretty much even that, I didn't have a lot of my thorough storm pieces to proc as well. So so similar idea within both rounds. I'll definitely talk about the main use of weakness, what happened on that. And then yeah, but basically I just lost on Thorn Burst magic numbers. Not the first time lethal, but second time lethal. And fair play to my opponents definitely on that, because I actually did a big misplay during that, and I basically played Zenitra, but for Zenitra skill to actually proc, I actually need to have 2 play points before, and then I get to 2 play points back. So what I accidentally did was I played Lucifer, and then I played Zenitra, which was a really massive mistake for me, because that basically cost me the game. That definitely shows how there's a lot of some desyncs with some of the playstyles that I've been doing. I definitely need to work on the variability factor. And I think the main way to fix that is to make sure when I'm looking back on my numbers, make sure that both use of cost is there and such. And then we get to the third game. I played against actually one of my fellow peeps from locals, actually. Of course, because this is being the San Diego Shop Qualifier here. Played against his Runecraft deck. Played it before, but played it with Forestcraft, but this time around I played with Dragon. We actually got to time on this one. What basically happened was, I think I kind of overthanked a lot of my turns, and I think the issue was that I did not want to go into like the Path to Purgatory range, and I like proc 2 Pats down only because That got me to 6. That doesn't really, and the issue was I didn't want to lose a lot of my thorough board, so I had to not swing in and such, and I kind of had to keep stuff like my Dragon Warrior up on non-standing, or basically standing. That's what I meant to say. And then what actually basically happened was Golem hit me on that, and then I had to lose for unanswered, so I really didn't have that play. I actually also made a big misplay where I actually Shenlong first, but then I wanted to pop with Bellringer, and due to, of course, this game having 1 evolve per turn, I actually could not proc that, and I had no other use within my hands. I think, honestly, that actually might have been my worst game, just because I overall overthanked that, and that was definitely on me. I think, honestly, this arguably is probably one of my worst tournament performances to date. But at the end of the day, I'm glad to see definitely a lot of the San Diego community come out, and definitely wanted to improve heading into next time. I still have the last Shop Qualifier for myself at top spot in Anaheim, but I definitely need to rethink on this. I tried to go implement some use changes and such, but that unfortunately did not work to my advantage, and I've still yet to get a Shop Qualifier win, unfortunately, out of my 2 Shop Qualifiers. Hopefully there are going to be better results heading into the last Shop Qualifier, but definitely I'm starting to be a thorough rusty, and today was just basically an off day for me in terms of my thinking process. I played a lot of these games bad overall, but as I say within these vlogs, this is definitely a showcase of improvement overall, and definitely something we can go further rebuild upon. Other than that, I'm just going to be going spectating games. Big shout outs again to Sung and Invasion Toys on this too as well. Really appreciate coming out here, and excited for more Shop Qualifiers to come in the future. I don't know what the thorough plans are for what Booster wants to do, but yeah. Really appreciate it too. I love a lot of the games. I love the atmosphere here especially. It really feels like everyone's energetic within the playing too as well. And yeah, I'm enjoying it too as well, even though I'm actually not really, in terms of performance, that was actually thoroughly overall bad. I overthink a lot of this stuff, and I definitely have ways to thoroughly improve heading into the LCQ on Wednesday. But other than that, we'll do some final reflections heading out from the shop, and then we're gonna get going. So yeah, see you all later on. All right, I'm actually here with one of my fellow peeps from locals here. It's Peter. How are you doing?
Doing well. How about yourself, Mark?
Not as well in terms of the games thing, but actually really enjoying a lot of the thorough scene. But yeah, a lot of this right now is like showcasing some of the stuff within the San Diego scene, and anyone else that also is on the shop too that wants to probably join on the vlog that I'm going to be posting, they'll definitely join in. But how's your games been actually so far? So definitely want to ask more people about this. So how have you been doing on your games?
Hit or miss. You know, sometimes the deck doesn't really want to work with you, and that's fine. Part of the challenge is, you know, working in that disadvantageous situation, and, you know, I think I have a lot to learn still.
Yeah. And so what are you playing today on yourself?
Control Forest.
Ah, okay. So you're relying more on the use of like Rose Queen usage, or you're relying on a bit more some heavy pushes stuff with some spells like Sylvan Justice or in like Silver Bolt?
It's mostly removal early game, and then late game you go for the big play. So the game is pretty much won or lost depending on my mulligan judgment, and it hasn't been there today.
Ah, okay. All right. That's really cool to see. And then what is your current record at the moment?
It's 2-2, so, you know, we'll see what happens. Depends on how everything shakes out, but still glad I got to participate at least.
Yeah, I know. It's really great to see a great amount of people within the San Diego scene here definitely show out too, so it's really great to definitely see. Anything else you want to like bring up to as well here on this thing? Camera is yours.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that we got to, you know, all participate in the first qualifier. This is my first qualifier.
Yeah, this is my first qualifier too. I didn't play at tabletop because I was at SoCal Idol Fest.
But I know we've taken a look at, you know, what's happening in the JCG, so there's a lot more exciting things to come in through the next year. Can't wait.
Yeah, I definitely am really excited for. I'm definitely really excited for the later sets too as well. I know you're excited for one set in particular. Yeah. For me, it's like definitely set. I'd say it's set 3 for myself. That's really heavily used. I think it's more so set 3 and the Uma Musume sets are gonna be my favorite sets that'll be coming out in the game.
I believe that's when that's the Cinderella set, right?
Yeah, that's a fairy tale set usage, and then you're going for
The Omen set. So it's gonna be quite some time. So it'll be
it'll be exactly a year from now since the Evolve. Though that's assuming they're doing the same exact patterning as well, because we don't know what set 4 is too as well. You're not on the camera too. Do you want to get in the vlog?
Sure.
All right. Here's another person from my locals too as well. So how are you doing? You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Alex. 3-1.
Okay, I think you're probably in the shot of in. So hopefully, actually I think you are, because it's like what 1XO. Let me take a look. 9. Oh yeah, it's 9-9. So 1XO. So yeah, I think you're pretty much in. Unless you get bubble, but I don't think that there's gonna be any bubbling.
I have a curse with the bubble, trust me.
Well, what table you play at? You play at you play table 3. Okay, I think that's fine, because if you're in the higher table end, that means your past records is actually probably better. But what are you playing today yourself?
Blue Eyes.
Playing Blue Eyes. Okay.
No,
all right.
I'm playing Dragoncraft.
All right, playing Dragoncraft. What kind of Dragoncraft you use in your deck? Are you kind of going?
Unga Bunga, I hit your face.
Ah, okay. So you're kind of going away from kind of what I was playing today with like control dragon. So you kind of have some of that nice flexibility pieces that I actually unfortunately don't have. But
yeah, but last game felt very control-y. I ended up with like a bunch of dragon breaths in my hand. I was like, okay, yeah, no, control, and then just overwhelmed with board. I didn't actually play Forte today.
oh wow, yeah, too. No, that's me. I didn't see my pats until the last game, and now I'm the buy. So on that, so it's like that was my changes. I added pat to kind of spice it up, but and to go a little bit more use of my control. But I kind of like my older deck better. It's super high curve, but it's high risk, high reward type of play style on that too. But yeah, so anything else you want to say here to the camera here on Chuuni Clan?
I'm only in this game because him. Don't trust him.
All right, yeah. So that's just some more people on the locals. We'll try to see if we get some more people here at the SDC, and there's still people playing on this as well. And I'm just gonna be chilling around the top 8 cuts. But yeah, we'll definitely see y'all later on. All right, just finished off watching top cuts, and also I was playing my JP deck actually in casuals. Shoutouts to the guy that I was actually playing. I was showing him the future sets, so I showed him my championship Forest Craft deck, which was very cool. And yeah, that was very interesting top cuts. Actually, it was actually a real enjoyable match. It was sword versus sword, and what actually happened was it was kind of a battle of North versus South SD. So one of my people in my locals actually got into the finals and played against somebody that's also on the Discord who eventually took the whole thing. So shoutouts to Elfchild Miles on the San Diego Shadowverse Discord. That person was able to clutch it out, and they will be getting the spots in the regional qualifier. So that's pretty cool to see overall. And yeah, really cool this turnout here as well. Definitely showing how strong the San Diego scene is, and really excited for a lot of future events. I definitely want to come back to Invasion for stuff like the Championship Showdown and such. A lot of different events that's going to be happening within that section too. I'm gonna probably try to go bi-weekly myself, trying to figure out like ease of schedule now that September through I believe November I'm gonna be a bit more freer overall, even though I'm still trying to thoroughly find something to go on. But yeah, other than that, that was pretty cool overall. Really appreciate all the different support, and definitely glad to do another Shop Qualifier vlog. And I'll be doing one more Shop Qualifier vlog at Top Spot Cards on Wednesday. But other than that, thank you all for joining in. Feel free to continue to embrace the darkness, and we will see you all next one.